Hi, I'm Christopher Allen from SmokeLong Quarterly. Hiking in the mountains is my way of keeping my body fit. SmokeLong Fitness is your way of keeping your flash fit. Now, if you've participated in a SmokeLong workshop since 2019 and you've published something, you're eligible to win the SmokeLong Workshop Prize. The deadline is November the 10th. We're thrilled to be starting our second year in SmokeLong Fitness. If you're looking for community, this might just be the place for you. But now let's listen in to hear what some other people have to say about the value of community. Workshopping. Let's talk about workshopping for just a couple of minutes before we go to the breakout room. Because you are a celebrated workshop leader. And you have helped to create community in the Flash community. You have helped to create a community out of the Flash world. What do you think is important about workshopping? Because you've been workshopping for a couple of decades, because Zoetrope was the workshop back then, right? Yeah. What is the importance of it for you?
Oh, well, Zoetrope, I would say, was my MFA. I don't have an MFA. So if you can imagine being thrust into, at the time when I did it, and you were there too, Chris, the Flash Fiction Wing would have upwards of over 300 things published at any one time for people to workshop. Imagine being thrown into that milieu as a new writer with much more talented and accomplished people than yourself reading your work and giving you feedback. Imagine how quickly you would improve as a writer. That was the biggest gift I've ever been given. And for some of the people to have read and given me feedback early on, I'm very grateful, very lucky to have even gotten their eyes on my work. So yeah, absolutely so important. And thank you for saying that, because I think, what SmokeLong's doing is absolutely amazing with your programs. I wish I could take the classes and just take a year off and take SmokeLong workshops. But my approach has always been sort of more on the generative side. My workshops don't do the sort of critiquing or anything like that. So I would say people probably start things in my workshops and then they go to SmokeLong and polish them up. But I do feel very strongly at the drafting phase that the generative phase that positive feedback is so important, because it keeps the person writing. What I've seen in my workshops is there'll be pretty accomplished writers, and then there'll be some new writers. And the new writers will start out really shy, but then as they get more positive feedback, it's accentuating the positive, right? So when you reinforce the positive, you get more of that. The writer will do more of that because they like that. They want to get that positive feedback. And some of the less good things start to fall away a little bit. And the less accomplished writers learn from the more accomplished writers. So I think it's tended to be a pretty good system for generating new material, and for writers who are stuck or writers who are new, all that.
Mm-hmm. The community, just having people around you rooting for you, is something that is, I don't think it's exclusive to the Flash community, but there are communities out there that are brutal. And I just wonder why writers are so competitive.
I totally agree with you about that. It does seem like Flash folks have an especially strong community, and my theory on that is that we're sort of the country cousins of the literary world, so we stick together. And so, you know, we love to support each other because we're maybe not getting a huge amount of support outside of what we are.
Bobby, put your phone away.
Have you seen our social media channels? It's exploding. People are getting things published everywhere from SmokeLong Fitness.
Wow. How exciting is that?
It is very exciting.
No, it's actually very rewarding.
It's very rewarding. Did you say the word rewarding?
Yeah,
Okay,
I said
because I
it.
thought you said rewarding or something. I don't know.